Hi, it's Red here, and today I'm going to be reading some Tales from Call Centers. Are you excited? I know I am. Okay, let's get into it.
I didn't think your emails were urgent enough to read.
I work in an insurance call center handling complex technical calls and taking escalated calls. Most of my calls are ho-hum technical calls. I handle escalations about billing and underwriting, which are usually a variation of, "How dare you tell me that you won't insure me for free?" I work swing shifts, so I handle more than just the garden variety crazy or demanding Karen. I handle the ones who are willing to call an insurance company at 2 a.m. to yell at someone. I'm alternating my reading between a book about Vladimir Putin and news about the US Capitol being stormed when my headset beeps. It's a rep from our online team. He's had to escalate a chat up to me because the customer will not accept the answer he's been giving for the last half hour. In writing, no less. She's also made some changes to the policy while online with my rep, including deleting a driver. When an online rep escalates to yours truly, it entails the online rep calling out to the customer first. This particular online rep is perfectly lovely individual with a distinctive accent. Apparently, the accent got under the customer's skin to the point where she used racial epithets on him repeatedly. Upon introducing myself, Karen asked me where I'm physically located exactly. Her emphasis on the word exactly is so snotty and condescending that I am tempted to provide her with the latitudinal and longitudinal coordinates just to mess with her head. But she's not worth the time, so I only give her my state. Karen proceeds to then tell me that because we're withdrawing $300 a month from her checking account to when she only agreed to $70 a month, we're committing fraud and she wants $1,200 back. She then says that because she worked as a court reporter for her state, she knows all about how the law works. I note that her current policy term has just been active for a little over 4 months. We had sent out a renewal offer back in the middle of July. The policy renewed in late August. The renewal offer included a payment schedule for $300 a month, starting with the renewal date, along with the billing schedule, a summary of what changes had been applied, including changes to her Spawn's rating status. She is enrolled in online documents for everything, so I refer her to her emails. Her response?
Oh, I got the emails, but they weren't urgent enough for me to read. You guys need to tell me when something's urgent, so I'll pay attention to it, and I don't give you
Racist remark.
permission to change my kid's status. So, you did something that you weren't supposed to do.
We're only obligated to send out the renewal offer to the address you've provided. Verification of your reading of those notices is not incumbent upon us as per the Department of Insurance. And by making your initial down payment with us back in August, you agreed to the terms and conditions we've outlined in our policy contract. We're merely enforcing the contract terms upon which you've agreed.
Well, that's unethical, and we're in the middle of a pandemic. I told your N-word salesperson not to put my son Kevin on my policy because I can't afford insurance for him. Your salesman forced me to add Kevin because he lives in my household and drives my vehicle now that he has a driver's license.
I note that Kevin was just deleted off the policy. I'm sorry that you feel adherence to a contract is unethical. Also, I will ask you to keep this call professional or we will discontinue this conversation. Now, does Kevin still operate your vehicle or live in your household?
Yes, but I don't want him on my policy because I don't want to pay $300 a month for insurance. I should only be paying $70 a month. And are you going to be giving me back $1,200 or what?
I smile malevolently. Kevin needs to be added back onto your policy as a rated driver then. Should you choose not to have me add him onto your policy, I will be referring this policy to our underwriting department, who will add him on for you. Furthermore, as you've admitted on a recorded line that you received the email, we will not be accommodating any request to refund you that money, as there was no error made. Karen then calls me a female reproductive organ and tells me how I am horrible at my job. I tell her I'm sorry she feels that way, but she has a choice to make. She hangs up on me after calling me
Effing stupid rhinoceros
at the top of her lungs. Right as I'm documenting how unhinged Karen is and submitting an underwriting review, my boss messages me. It's a string of 3 emojis. Big eyes, whew, big eyes again. Then the question, are you okay? That was rough. My response, I've been called worse by better, but can this call get me something like hazard pay? Boss. Well, funny you should mention that, because I'm messaging you to go over raise information. Call me on our conference line. Turns out boss wanted to tell me that he put me in for the max percentage bump this year. He was doing silent monitoring because he was completing the annual reviews for said raise. His words, you've definitely earned it. The job can be tedious, but it's that much better when you have a boss who recognizes how hard you work and that you're good at your job. Yeah, I don't think I could deal with people like that if I didn't have a good work environment. So you're very lucky that you have that when you're dealing with such awful, awful people. Okay, here is our next story. Just had a woman tell me her name was Princess Sarah. May I please have your first and last name?
I am Princess Sarah.
Oh, okay. I have you listed as Sarah. Is Princess your first name?
No, I am a princess, so that's what I call myself.
I see, Sarah. May I have your last name, please?
Princess Sarah Smith.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. How can I help you today? I live in the States and only speak with people in the States. We have specific terms for celebrities or royalty, I assume, but I'm not on that team. Her account was not in that classification. Weird. Okay, so okie dokie, here's another one. What's the license plate of your child? Sometimes I have a moment of weakness and I can't resist a small prank. So I've worked for a car insurance company. Our phone number was very alike with the number of a pediatrician. So sometimes we'd receive calls for that pediatrician. Most of them just hang up after they hear our personal introduction. But this one just wasn't focused at all. You have to imagine, they have to go via an IVR menu, select a language, and then there's a company in the wait song. So a lot of company references before they get to talk to someone. Me. Good morning. This is company. My name is OP. How can I help you? I want to cancel my appointment at 2 p.m. Little Gregory is sick. Okay, ma'am. And what's the license plate of Little Gregory? Silence for 30 seconds. Excuse me? I'm sorry. I think you've dialed the wrong number. You've reached the company. I think you meant to call Dr. What's-His-Name. If you want, I could transfer you. That would be nice. Thank you. The company didn't mind transferring in-house call center. They were all about the extra service. I know in most call centers this wouldn't be possible. Oh. Yeah, as a parent with small children, I completely feel this mother's pain, like not knowing where she's dialed. There are some days that there's just nothing you can do. The brain does not work. But it's nice when someone has a little fun with you in a nice way about it. So this is a sweet story. Oh, those were some good stories, right? I hope you guys enjoyed that r/Tales from Call Centers, read by Red. That's me. Please give the video a like, and don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't already. Thank you for watching Read by Red. My name is Red, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.